Hey guys, it's Drea. Today I have for you a rehaul. So this is basically a look back at an old haul, or as I like to call it, Dre-ja Vu, which is a play on deja vu. Some people don't get that, so I just want to clarify what that means. Okay, so anyway, we're looking back at an old haul. I used to do this about a year out, but I was falling behind, so I've just kind of skipped over a bunch, and I'm going to do it for a haul from January. So we're about 6 months away. So the reason I like doing these is because now that we're 6 months from the haul, I've used almost all of this stuff and I can give you a review on it. So it's basically a whole bunch of reviews in one. How does the stuff work? Do I like it? Etc. So the first thing is the Queen of Hearts palette from Colored Rain. This is what it looks like. This is actually a sleeve. I wish this was printed on here. And then inside, this is going to screw up the camera, but it's all gold. And these are the colors. These are gorgeous, gorgeous mattes, shimmers. It's a really nice, obviously, very warm tone palette. Nice mix of different colors in here. So this was originally a limited edition. And I know Jaclyn Hill called it one of her palettes of the year, and it blew up so big that I have now heard you can pre-order it. They're going to bring it back in August of this year. So if you're interested in this palette, you will be able to get it again, which is awesome news because it's really, really, really great. So I'm not going to swatch everything, but let me just swatch a couple things for you here. Here's a couple of the shimmer shades. They are so intense. Like, look at that. You can just see the quality from the swatches. And then, just to give you an idea of the mattes, look at that orange there. It's just super, super stunning quality. So I've been enjoying this quite a bit since I got it. I have used it a lot. I've used it in a couple of videos. It's definitely become a favorite of mine for those really, really dramatic, warm looks, if that's what you're going for. And I would definitely recommend it in terms of quality. So if you're looking for something like this, you know, get on it. So this was actually my haul from Boxing Day. I had purchased a bunch of stuff from Sephora that was kind of marked down. One of them was their holiday gift set from Tarte with the 2 Amazonian clay liners in it. There was a black one and a bronze one. I returned that because, first of all, the bronze was separated. It had separated. It was really, really gross. And the black I did try. I had wanted to try it for many months, and I finally got around to it with this set, and what happened was it just transferred all over. So I had it basically as a wing like this, but by the end of the day there's gray underneath here. So I was really disappointed because I'd always heard good things about that liner, but I did return that. Also from Sephora, I have purchased one of their special Boxing Day gift sets, which was a Boscia cleansing set, and to be honest, you guys, I don't know where that is. I don't remember ever using it. I don't know where it is. I don't think I returned it, but I don't have it and I never used it, so I can't tell you about that. But I did, with all my orders from Sephora, get a bunch of these. These are the Bumble and Bumble All Style Blow Dry. This was not a point perk. I think it was like a gift with purchase, and I just, you know, shipped a bunch of different separate orders so I could get different gifts with purchase. I've used this before. I really like it. This is actually better though if you have very oily scalp. Like for me, normally I have to wash my hair every second day or else my scalp will get so oily. Now with dry shampoo and now that my hair's dyed, it's a little bit different, but back when it wasn't, this was definitely a lifesaver. So if you have that type of hair, that's a good product to get. Also from Sephora, I purchased one of these. This is the Philosophy, it's their 3-in-1, the shampoo, shower gel, and bubble bath. This one is called Dance of the Dewdrop Fairy, and they were clearancing these out for half price. And to be honest, I just haven't used it yet. So even though it's 6 months, it's still completely sealed. And I just haven't got around to using it. I've been using all my Body Shop shower gels recently. But one thing I did end up using from this very haul was the Peppermint, same as this from Philosophy. It was just peppermint. It was from obviously Christmas because that was being clearanced out as well. And I just had that in my most recent empties. It was really nice. I really love that peppermint scent. I like Philosophy's gels in general. They seem to last a very long time and they bubble up really, really well. So, but I do like to buy them on clearance because I think they're kind of overpriced for shower gels. One thing that I bought actually with a gift card is something that I'm extremely disappointed in. I bought the Velour Lashes ornament. So it came with a big purple ornament. It had glue in it and it had these lashes. So this is the actual piece of plastic that was in there. And these are the ones I'm pretty sure in Mama Knows Best. So that's what they look like. they were very long. These are mink lashes, and you know, you're supposed to be able to trim them. And I trimmed them from the outside, and all they do now is shed all over. Like even in this package, I could see 3 loose lash pieces just shedding all over the place, which was super, it's really disappointing because these are supposed to last a really long time. They're supposed to be amazing quality, right? Because they are super expensive. And it's the first time I ever spent that much money on a pair of lashes. And honestly, it just makes me not want to buy anything from Velour Lashes again, because this was just really crappy quality. Just they're like falling apart, and they have been ever since the first use. So I have used these probably like maybe 4 times, and I don't really like using them. They don't bring me joy, you know. I get kind of mad every time I bring them out. This was the first time I ever purchased Too Faced glitter glue. This is just so good for any type of shadow, well, any type of glitter for one, but any type of shadow that has a ton of fallout, this is your best friend, and it will just keep everything on there. So I've been using this a lot with like my Natasha Denona very glittery thick shadows, like those very metallic ones that have a lot of fallout. Also with some of the Stila glitters, this is really good. The new liquid eyeshadow from Stila, a lot of people experience fallout with those, but just use a little bit of this for. Also from Sephora, I bought the Estee Edit Inside Track Eye Kajal. I already have the one in Bold Bordeaux and the Nude, which I'm using up. It's so good. But this one I had wanted for a while. These are just so creamy, pigmented. Look at how deep and rich that green is. And then the other side is a gold. I don't use these too often, but I do use them. Every once in a while I'll bust them out for one reason or another. I like having them in my collection. They are clearancing these out right now on, like, as of today, on Sephora's website, and I don't know what's happening with the Estee Edit, but they are getting rid of so much stuff from that line. And everything I've experienced from the Estee Edit has been great quality. So, you know, maybe go check it out, but these liners especially are awesome. And then also in this haul, I bought another Sephora Collection cream lip stain. This is in the number 38. I can't remember the name. I think it's something or other raspberry. That's what it looks like right there. These are just really good. They're super comfortable formula. They smell pretty nice. You know, they wear really well. They don't flake or chip, and they're just super comfortable for a liquid lipstick. I had also stopped at Bath & Body Works. I had exchanged some Christmas gifts. I ended up getting this candle. It's called 1,000 Wishes. I'm pretty sure this is one that's just part of their house brand that they keep all year round. And I like it in the jar, but it's one of those where it gives me like a real bad headache, and it just burns so much more intensely sweet than it smells in the jar. And after like the first time, I just couldn't do it. I've been honestly meaning to bring this back to Bath & Body Works since then, and I just have never gone around to it. I haven't really been going in there. I tend to go in Bath & Body Works really only in the fall and winter, because those are the scents that I kind of like the best. I don't really like any of their spring and summer stuff. So I just have never got around to taking that back. I had also purchased from them the bourbon and strawberry body lotion, which I have already used up. I used it up very quickly because I loved the scent of it. That was such a nice body lotion. I would definitely repurchase that if they brought it back. And the last things I had redeemed my points for from Shoppers Drug Mart. So here in Canada, we have a great program at this drugstore where you can get like money off your purchase, and it adds up really quickly. And I've, over the years, just taken advantage of this program so many times. So this particular instance, I bought 3 things. I bought from Urban Decay the Heavy Metal Glitter Liner. Now I had originally wanted either the gold or silver. They were both out of stock. So what I bought was this one called Distortion. And this one is actually like a true holographic green to pink, I guess. That's what it looks like there. It's pretty subtle, like just in a swatch. What I like to do is put it right over top of eyeshadow, like not use it as a liner, but actually just use it on top of eyeshadow. I did that at St. Patrick's Day with a green eye look. It looked freaking fantastic. This is one of those things where it's not an everyday thing, but it's just kind of nice to have. Although I would say if I had to choose between buying more of these and buying just the Stila glitters, I think the Stila glitters are a much better product, and I think they're a similar price point, but they perform a lot better. Like, this is very liquidy, and the glitters are a lot smaller, and it just doesn't kind of show up as well as the Stila ones. So I would definitely still go for the Stila ones over these ones, but I do definitely like this, and I would recommend it. And I also purchased Alien from Thierry Mugler, which is one of my favorite scents. It lasts a long time. You really only need like one pump of this and you're good for the whole day, which is why I've barely used any. Like, I think the top of the bottle is about here, so I've used about that much. But I love this scent. I'll link to the notes in my description bar because I'm not good at describing it, but I feel like this is a really kind of mellow yet mature kind of scent. And then the last thing in the haul was this. So from Estee Lauder, the Double Wear Stay in Place foundation. Mine is in the shade 2N1. I've never got a pump for this. I just kind of use it out of the bottle. I love this foundation. Like, I knew I would because nobody doesn't like this. It seems like everybody seems to love this. And I love it. I love it so much. It's so good for my oily skin. This one is very full coverage, so if you're looking for a more skin-like foundation, this will not be the foundation for you. But if you're looking for full coverage, this is your girl. And I just love it. This is a perfect shade match for me, and it lasts all day with very minimal blotting on my part. I mean, my skin is so oily that it can't even hold up to this, which is basically the gold standard of foundations for oily skin. But it never breaks down, and I really only have to blot once as opposed to like 3 or 4 times with most foundations. So that's it for this rehaul. I hope that you found this, good information. I hope that you found it valuable. If you're new here, definitely subscribe. I'd love to have you around. But that's it for today. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.